Welcome back, folks. It's nice to have you here again. I hope you're all well and happy. We're rapidly approaching the end of April. Time's flying. I'm not making much progress. But as you can probably tell from the title of this video, things don't start off too well for me. I'm using a name brand marine primer that's available from a big box store, and it probably wasn't the best choice. Anyways, it's gonna get messy, and I've not recorded any voice in this video up until the very end because of a lot of colorful metaphors, swearing, and a lot of sailor speak. So anyways, let's get to it. I don't know what the filler is in this primer paint, but it's likely something like talc, and it's very heavy and it settles to the bottom and it turns into rock. I have no idea how long this paint sat on the shelves, but it was probably quite a while. And as you can see here, I used one of those cheapy, well, not so cheap anymore, paint stirrers with the little plastic blades on the bottom, and it didn't stay stuck very long. As soon as I hit that cement on the bottom of the can, off it came. So after I fished the little agitator out of the bottom paint, tried desperately for quite a while to mix up that cement, break it up so I can get a stirrer in there and get the filler back into the paint itself, and I had very limited success. This stuff was tenacious. I cut the shaft of the paint stirrer short, and with the cutoff piece, I bent it into an angle, thinking I could make a more robust paint stirrer. And as you can see, all it did was, cause a lot of carpal tunnel syndrome. But it did work a little bit, and I ventured on trying to get this stuff mixed up, and I'm spilling it all over the place. It's all over me, and it's a horrible mess. So the definition of insanity is trying something over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, call me insane. I won't argue that point. So I ran to the hardware store to get something that was a little more robust, and this steel paint stirrer does not fit in a 1-quart can. Just imagine what was going through my mind. Anyways, I have a plan for that later. back to the stir stick. And this stuff is still thick. So I managed to make a little bit of progress, again back with the little plastic paint stirrer this time. This was a new one. And I managed to have some success, and I got some of the filler back into the paint. There's still quite a bit at the bottom, and I figure there's maybe 50-60% of the filler is still there, so the paint's going to be a little thin, but I'm desperate at this point just to get some color on these door panels, even if it is just primer. This panel is the bottom half of the Dutch door, and it has one layer of 1708 fiberglass on it, and it's been faired, and we'll do a final fairing before we even attempt to put a top coat on it. Next up is the top half of the Dutch door, and I'll try and stick a picture in here of the window and what it is possibly going to look like when it's finished. Primer rolled on surprisingly well. There was a few little bumps and lumps, but that's okay. This stuff sands really easily, and if you're careful and don't burn through the primer, you'll be okay. I'm okay. This is the first of two main cabin side doors, and you'll notice they're just a little bigger, but not a whole lot. They're approximately 2 feet wide and 4 feet high.
Well, that was a bit of a shit show, folks. What do you think of that? This stuff is nasty. God knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf in Lowe's. But it's been in my basement for a year and a half. Same stuff I used on the cabin sides and the foredeck, fore cabin, all that stuff. And I had the same problem last year. I even took it over to the hardware store, and they tried to shake it, and they couldn't. It was shaking their machine apart because the stuff was all coagulated in the bottom, but that deep. And he saw what was coming out, and destroyed one mixer. Bought a steel one. It was too big to go in the can. So I think I might go buy a 1 gallon empty paint can and put about 3 quarts of this in it and scrape all the shit in and then mix it. But yeah, I mean, I've got one more door to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to film it. And then hopefully the weather will cooperate. I'll be up on the main cabin roof again. I want to try and get that finished. It's already primed. I need the gutters fiberglassed, faired, lightly sanded, a few things to attach, base for the horns, that kind of stuff, and then I can paint it. Yoo-hoo! Anyways, off to the next big thing.